For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will come out first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Anderson wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. It's been a rough start for these guys. You look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence. First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Higgins. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Loses 3. Brings up 3rd down.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. A shot for the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
They'll go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Thurman. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
By the tight end.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
After 43. Brings up second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the single back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll go to the sneak.
QB sneak. Picks up 3. First down for the offense.
And the Cougars will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Makes the catch, it's Thurman. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Running it to the right. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Leaves it with the running back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's looking to throw on third and short. Pucks it out of the air. The Cougars will hustle to the line.
First and goal, Houston.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Let's go. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Anderson wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch at the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 14 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the 1st down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and... Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Rushes on him. He'll get rid of it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
The first down pass complete to the wideout. Gain of 7. Second down coming up.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Here we go. Sack.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Thurman. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Quick strike complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
The coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Anderson will throw. Takes the easy completion. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Higgins. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense will quickly use a timeout. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gibbs. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, Let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll run play action.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. Breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Unloads quickly. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
By the receiver.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Out of the gun, the inside give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Finds his tight end. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. The official says no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Anderson wants to throw. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Off-play action on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. He's got it. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Anderson will throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. They're working that left side. There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man across the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He makes the grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Looking for an open area to his left. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run from the shotgun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Anderson wants to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Catch in the middle, it's Higgins.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that's in Arizona.
Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.